Hello everyone, my name is Orno and welcome to episode 11 of my AppGyver tutorial series. Today we're designing a podcast app. Here's the design of a podcast app I'm creating in this video. The design is from Arya Viljo Kuzma. You find more of his work at his Dribbble profile. In this video I will dive deeper into AppGyver flow functions for audio. This finished app will play a music track from the internet. If you have an idea for an app, please leave a comment below this video. So let's stop talking and start building. Okay, so let's start building this podcast app. So let's have a quick look how it looks like. It's a black and white design, and then there's some icons. So let's let's start building this app. So this is our current how it looks like. So we need to remove the top and the bottom and things like the navigation on the top and also navigation on the bottom, and then we start building from there. So let's go. So we first go to navigation, enabled, no, and no, and save. So that's the first thing. Second thing is in layout, advanced. We're going to stretch this. We're going to disable scrolling and no save areas. Let's save that too. And then let's clear the padding on the top. And let's also clear the padding at the bottom. And then we'll save that. Okay, great. So that one we do not need. So let's delete that one, and the text we're gonna leave without. So let's first create that first container. Let's call this the main container. Oh, it's visible definitely. And let's call that the main container. Let's save that. And let's start to build. So let's stretch these ones out to maximum. So advanced 100% and width also 100%. Yeah, so that gives us the complete. And also I would like to have, let's just properties, let's go layout. Oh, that's this one. We need to remove all the paddings. Let's press the button. Okay, cool. We start with a complete scratch, empty. Okay, cool. So in there, let's start. So let's first start building the top, the black bit, and so let's make everything. Let's start actually to make the background of the app black. So that's what we start off with. And then let's start building that first bit. So the first bit is the container plus the picture. So let's do that first. So let's create a container and let's call this top and navigation. Navigation. And in there I will create 1 again. Oh, we don't want to do that. We want to do Control C and then we do Control V. So this will get our navigation, and in this one we have the picture. Okay, so first in the navigation. So in the navigation we have 3 elements. So let's build those 3 elements. So we probably actually can put them already in here. So that's 1. We want to do a piece of text, and then we want to Control C, and so this one is for icon back, that one, and then this one is then for like, and that is the navigation title. So it's the title navigation, title nav, and let me save that one. And that one is not headline, that would be now play. Okay, so let's then take the style for that one. Let's make it horizontal. Let's take that one. Let's take that one and with fit the content, which is nice, and then we can then directly space them out and also put them in the middle. Perfect. So that one icon, which is long left arrow, and then at that's the heart one. So I think that let's just look at this one. So let's duplicate this one. This will be nav text. Press edit. We would like to have the secondary font, which is great. It's semi-bold, looks good too. And where do we store that one? Title M is good. Okay, cool. That's fine. So that's cool. So that's one thing. Now the next one, the picture icon. So we want to get an image in there. There's our image. We make this one a width of 75. So let's do a image of exact size. 75, which is great. And then we also want to layout, we want to get that one in the middle. Okay, so let's take the image. Let's take our image there and we use that. Okay, so that is a good start. So let's first do the image. Let's style this one. Let's duplicate this one and we make it a rounded image. We press OK. Then we go rounded image. We press edit. And then we set the custom, clear them all, static, 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 and that one is gonna be 50, 50, 50, and that one is 52. Okay, so now we made it nicely round. So we have now rounded. So let's just do the next thing now. So this one we're gonna set the height because we want to have this. We want to stretch it like only halfway through. So we're gonna just do advanced. Width is 100%, which is great. And then the height will be in pixels to 20. You can see it disappears now, but we can fix this by going to layout and then no, which then nicely runs it over, which is great. So now we actually have the and now we're going to put the white in. So let me show you how I do the white. So we put a container in the bottom. This will be then the container for like the middle bit, the title and the progress. So let's call this one actually an empty one. It's like a helper kind of way. So I show you what I mean by that. So let's change it first to the name helper. This helper is gonna be a height. We use custom, and then it's gonna be a height of 20%, which nicely is directly under here, which fits nicely. And that one we want to be white, so we're just going to duplicate this one. It's a white container. Doesn't look white now, but then we go here and we do white. And now you can see it's on the front. So now we need to do the what we call the position, and we're going to set. So the ones who want to show first goes the highest, and the one you, so this one, I set a number, I set this one to 300, and then you see it's nicely in front of it. And now we have achieved exactly what we want to achieve. So if I now go and show you quickly how it looks like, you see now we're just missing the top, and the reason why we missed the top is because we need to add some, and we can't do here unfortunately. So I think we even can't do it here. No, I don't like this, but that's what it is. So just need to create a new container. So we duplicate this one. This is for navigation. We press this one, then we go to navigation, press edit, and then we're gonna do our headings here. We can do a heading top, which is like 64. Let's save that, and now you can see, and that's a bit too much, so I'm gonna put it probably to 44. Press save. You need to see, but it looks best. I think that actually looks good like that. So we'll take that one, and then at the bottom we start to do 20. Oh, actually we should not do this there. Let's just save this one. It's not the right one. So I think so far this is good. We'll leave it like it is now. So yeah. So now the next thing is the last one. So let's create another container. Let's put it in the bottom here. Let's see if that works. Yes, perfectly. And this will have progress and controls. So, and then we put one in there. We control V, and then this will be just details. Actually, there's another one. No, we don't want that one. This one is the progress bar. So progress, and then the last one is the controls. It's the controls. So let's do this one first. I think we can pick the white one for this one also already. So let's take. Okay, save it. This one, we go to the white container. let's see here. I don't want this gap here. So the gap actually lives in the helper, which we don't really want. So we clear the value and then okay. So we've done this one, so put the details in now. So let's in the details, let me go here. So in the details we have the career ladder, and so the title of the podcast and also the author of the podcast. So let's build that one. So here we have we put in this one. So this is the that one, and its title podcast. Control V, and then this one is the so-called artist. So we call this career ladder, and this one, the artist, is let's see, by Wake Design. Couple of things. I want to clear this one. I want to clear this one. So that's cool. And we want to get both of them in the middle, so we can just do layout, center, and that one is also layout, center. So get them in the middle, which is great. So now let's do the let's see what we have already. No, let's take this one. We're gonna duplicate this one. This is the title class. Edit. The title class is down here, typo, which is title large. Where's it? Title large, and we want to have this one nice and so yeah, which is great. And we save that one. Then we take this one. We also kind of duplicate that one. And this is the artist class. We edit this one also. We first a little gray, so I think that's a nice. I don't want to create any new colors. I think that is fine for today. This would be text, no title. What do we do? Title. I think that is great. And then we do 600. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. All right. So that's done. So let's work first on the controls. Let's do those ones first. So quickly look at it. So it's like control with, so it's a couple of icons plus a circle plus there's a container in there with the pause and the start button. So let's do those ones first. So there we go. So so get those icons. That one is it's step. Yeah, that's the first one. We duplicate that one. The next one is backward. Backward is we do that one. Then Control V. So this one is forward, and then we Control V. the bottom one, and that is step forward, and we're looking for that one. And then in here we're gonna draw V, and that one would be the play button, but we want to have the play button into a circle, so we call this a circle, and we put the icon inside of there. Then the container, let's give that a layout. Let's give them exact width and height of 60, and the height also 60. Yeah, and we want to be that one exactly in the middle, and that one. Okay, then we create a little, duplicate that one, and that will be the button circle. So button circle edit, that color will be black, and then we do the shape of 0, and the radius will be 100. So we're going to create this nice circle. There we go, and 100 and 100, and that gives us a circle. We save this one. Now we want to put them all nicely, all the ducks in a row, horizontal, and we want them all in the middle. So, and we want to have the container all in the middle. So that's cool. So we got a nice container now with the play button, and the colors of the icons we still need to change. So we just need to go here, style, primary, duplicate. So this is the icon one. The edits will make it the same gray as we've done before. Let's see. I think we want to make them a little bit bigger. So text. No, that's really small, isn't it? That's too big. So somewhere in the middle. Is there a 4XL? No, that's way too big. So is there a text for XL? No, so we need to just do a title L. I think that's the best one. Let's do the title L. That's great. Okay, so overwrite, make sure, and now we can do all the other ones. So this one, and that one. This one a bit further apart, so that one we take 24, and then the one at the other side, the right cap, also 24. Yeah, I think that's looks quite good to me. And then let's check this one in 16. That's fine. And then let's do the bottom gap. We need to wait for later on. Okay, so this is done. So that's good. So now start creating the progress one. So there will be, because I'm gonna make like a little progress bar, so I'm gonna do a couple of things here. So this is one image, so this get first the gray version, which is this one here, we have a height. I want to have a bit specific here, so this one will be 375 and the height will be 80. Yeah, great. Then we can save this one, and then we'll take the whole one and perfect. And then this is perfect, and then this one will be a black one. Press save, and then the only difference in that this one display position will be absolute and will be go 0, and then this one the layout, this one we're just gonna take, oh that's the height, we don't want to do this there, we actually want to do them here, and we'll take 16 and also 16 on the other side. Great. Okay. We just need to make this one advanced with 100%, and then also the height we want also 100%. And we save it, and great. We just want to do this one. We want to have some top. We want some team, probably 28. We get a black line there, which is not really nice. That should not be. I think I took the wrong one because I want to have this one top 28. There we go. Now it's better. So let me quickly check. You can see how it looks like. So I think we did quite okay. So we have our kind of, I think we probably need to put a bit, we can put a bit into this one. Let's see if we push this one a bit further down. Yeah, that's better. So if I now can even think a bit more, let's put a 28 and press save. Yeah, it's a bit more in balance now, which is nicer. Okay, so yeah. So the design is finished. So now let's work on the more interactive part of the design. So a couple of things we're going to do. So let's first start with this play button. So what I want to do, when I click on play, I would like to make it a pause button, and I click again, I would like to make it a play button again. So let's create those variables for that. So let's create a page variable, and we call this one is an icon. So icon name, and we're going to call this start stop. icon. And the initial value we do play, which is this one. So we'll save. We go, but from the variables, we go here. And now we do a property. So instead of this is like a static one, we're now gonna make a variable out of that one. And that could be really simple. So now we have this page variable now, and stop icon, which is play, and we press save. You can see this little funny little icon. It's because it does not default it. So what you always need to do now actually is to default that value. So where do we do this? So it's like in here, and we're going to move that one a bit away, and then we're going to set the page variable. We're going to put it on here, and we see this one, which is the correct one, and then we're going to select, and we're going to do this one in play. So whatever we start the app, we should always start with play. And now if you now the little rocket is gone, and now you actually can see the play button. So let's just now create a little bit of code. So when I click on the whole button, what I want to do then, I just want to change it. So the only thing what we have to do is to do two things. So we say put this one, put an if condition in. This is the most simple version. Data variable. Let's make it this one. So where's my page variables? If equal to play. So if it's true, then we do this. So if it's play, we set the page variable to pause, duplicate, otherwise we set it back to play. So let's save that one, and you can see what's happening. So now I'm going to press on it, and now you will see it changes from play to pause. Okay, so that's a simple one. I'm just gonna remove we're gonna remove the connection, but now we want to do a bit more with the audio, and we're gonna remove this one. We're gonna introduce a couple of we can leave that one there. Let's zoom out a bit, but because I'm not sure if that's the thing. Let's do it this way because I'm gonna have to do something. So let's create another, do a couple of other ones, additional ones, so variables. So I would like to have one which says is playing. That's one thing, which is a true and a false, and we don't want to start so false. So that's one thing. So we use this later on in our in the flow if it is playing yes or no. Then I want to have one which it says is loaded. So do something when we load something. So again, those both are false. I also need to have a variable, or I'd like to use a variable of the URL of the podcast URL. And that is not an image one. No, we don't want to do we do a web URL, which is fine. And the example, now we need to default all of those variables we made. So let's podcast URL example.com, which is fine. Now we're just going to go here. We're going to duplicate this one. So the first one is loaded. We set it to false. Then the next one is going to be is playing, which we also do false. And then the last one we do, we set the URL. So we duplicate this one and we set the URL. I already prepared this one. I create a loop. Oh, I have to save. This is the URL. Control C, and then go back to the other page again. Oh, I have to save first. And then this one, we then go here and we do Control V. I think we've set the wrong one, so I just want to check if I done it correctly, because I think I set this one. That needs to be just any protocol, or let's do web URL, which is fine. Okay, so we have to make sure they're all initialized when we load the page. So, and then that's it. Okay, so now we have the URL to play. So now we need to install some. Go here again. Where is it? Oh, we put on a circle here. So now we need to install some. So we go to audio. We go to audio. Then we want to have the, let's see, from audio we want to have the start and resume, which is this one here. We install this one. We also want to have the get audio info. So let's get them all. Audio. Oh, no, I don't know why that happened. Audio. Let's just. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing, so let's just do this here. So info. Get audio playback info. Let's do that one. And we also need to have another one, which is audio. And we want to do play audio. Okay. So how this works? We first want to go, if it's not loaded, we want to load it, play and load it first. If it's already loaded, we just want to resume playing it. So that's how I'm going to do this. So the first thing I want to do is do another one here and just check. So it's just a page variable, if it's loaded, yes or no. So this is still the same. So if I press the play button, so if it's the play button, so I'm pressing the play button, then I do an if condition. So if loaded, so if it's loaded already, then I would like to resume it, but we first need to start doing, start first the playing. So if it's not loaded, I'll play the audio. Now, so which audio do I want to play? Now we have that in a variable already. So we can take the podcast variable and press save. And this is the name of the instance, because later on I can reuse this instance again. So this is the random number which I'm going to use. So I go to here. I'm going to go to page variable. I'm going to add my page variable. I'm going to call this audio instance. So for later on, I can then call it back again if I want to. So it's text. It's a random value. I'm just going to leave it empty. Because again, what I'm going to do is change this one, go to the page layout, and then again, I'm going to, oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do that and then connect this. Oh, it becomes a bit crowded. And then for this one's not the URL, it's the audio instance, and this could be any random one. In this case, I'm gonna just do a ALS 10. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna take a random number and press save. Yeah. So this makes now have now in. Can use this now in. So if I press here then, and so I play my audio. It looks like it had. I play the. I see little thing here that I have not set the required one. So I take audio, page audio, and I take the audio instance, and you will see we use this multiple times. So then there's two ones. The top one is you have two ones out. The top one is if it's okay. The other one is if it fails. So what I want to do, when it goes here, I want to say I want then I first, what I'm going to do next then is just to I use the delay function, so make sure everything is loaded, so it starts loading. So I put a little delay in here, which is like, I think I'm going to put in like 250, and I would like to get then my first, I would like to get the information of the duration and things like that, and from the file. So how do I do that? So I have another one here. So this one I've installed, which is the audio info, which is this one here. And again, you see this audio play. So that's the one I use. And I just go here. I use my, and then it makes sure it's the same file there. I want to have two variables again. So we're going here. We're going to add two page variables. We're going to call one what is called duration. So this is the duration of the podcast. It's a number. Let's just put it all to 0. And we also do one for, which is the current time. So where are we in the playtime? And that's a number 2. And again, we both want to have them all 0. So yeah, so back to variables again. We click on this one again. So after here, take a copy of this one. We want to set the duration. So how do we get the duration then? So need to connect this one to this one, which is great. So now we can say output from an other, which is the node we just created, and I think it's a current time. Which one did we do? Oh, duration. So I need to pick up duration, which is here. So that's one. We duplicate this one, and we also want to get the current time. We press save for that one also, and again we pick. Oh, again we forget to link it, so we have to link it first, and then we can say, oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, as you can see, we get something else out of it because this is the, I linked to the wrong one. So delete this one. We go here, and the current times correctly. So we go here now, and now we get the right one. And this one is current time, and we save this. At the same time, after I've done all of this, I've done my play, done my delay, get everything, I would then set this one to pause. So we switch back to the pause button, and in here we're gonna say two things. We're gonna say that we are loaded, so is loaded. We're gonna set, oh, next time here, true or false, we're going to set that one to true. And at the same time, we also kind of set, this one we can put there, and we also kind of set that is playing at the same time. So let's save this also. So again, go back here. So if it is not loaded, then I need to start loading. You do that with play. So you load the file, wait a couple of seconds because the first couple of seconds is loaded, a bit of buffer in there, and then we get the information about the playback. And then here we then say set the duration, and we take this from the previous node, which is an output one, which is this one here, and we set all of them, and then we have that all of them done. So that's the first one. So now we have one. So now if we set this one, so if loaded already, so this one is true then. So if it's true, then I would like to resume playing. I don't want to have start from the beginning. I would like to resume the audio. So we take this one. Again, we take this same data variable we have here of the audio instance and we save it. Then we start playing. And we do delete, and this one we can move all the way here. So what else do we want to do? After we've done this, then we want to do the same thing again. We want to set the not is loaded. Where's this thing? Let's make it a bit easier for us. Let's put it on the top so it's a bit more clear. So is playing, we make true. Yeah, so now, so just from here, so if it's loaded already, we just start and resume instead of having to reload the whole thing again. Then the next one, so this is when it says play. Now we're going to say if it's pause. So now we want to pause the audio. So let's find this one. So pause. Pause audio playback. What's this one here? So pause audio playback, which goes here. And again, we need to have that every time. We need to do that instance again. So that's the audio instance. So after that is done, again, similar thing. We would like to set that one to play then, because we start, it's on pause and now we want to make it play. So this one, let me see what it was again. So this one is we set to pause. Now we do the other way around. So let's go here. So instead of pause, we want to make it play again. Because we want to change that, and at the same time we want to have the variable is playing. So that one, we want to move this one to here, and we want to make this one, it says false, so actually it stops playing now, and then we press save. So let's check this out. Okay, so what we need to do now, last thing we need to do is to also do set the, after we press the resume, we have stopped, so we have set the playing to true, but we also have to make sure that the pause button is set correctly. So we just go back here and set the pause button also there. Of course, every time we should do, of course, if there's an error message, you should have like an error message. I'm not doing that right now. It's not in the scope of this tutorial, but normally you should do that and make it really nice. And okay, so let's have a look. So now if we press play, no, I need to get the correct one. And then if we pause, it pauses, and then so that's how that works. I only want to do show now. It's a bit like the progress bar. It's nice to have like a progress bar. So let's do that now. So yes. So let's go, and so you see the progress less you see now. So let's do the progress bar now, and so first we're just going to set the maximum position here. We're just going to create a variable for that. So page variable, and we call it max position, and that is a number. And we're going to set it all 0 again, and because we're going to initialize it. And look, we're already here. So I'm just going to duplicate this one, and we're going to set the max position. And for the max position, we're going to use a formula, and the formula is system variables, and we're going to do screen width, which is this one. And I don't want to do a full screen, so I'm just going to do 90%, which gives us not the complete screen. So let's save that one. And now let's set all the variables to that, so the max one to this one. So let's go where I would do that. So this is the everywhere where we now have that width, uh, 375. This one we're going to just take the formula, and we're going to take a page variable, and we're going to take the max position. Max position. And we're going to press save. So that one is max position, which is great. And you see what I want like to do is to, what you're going to see is that this bit, let's set the, I just want to make sure there is a value, otherwise you can't see it. So I'm going to set this just to 375. 375, I think that's just a full out number. It's just much easier to see, otherwise you actually won't see anything. So let's go back here. Then, so this is like, so this is then 375, as you can see here, because it takes the one from here, then here. So what's the idea then? Then based on the duration, this thing will then move. So then slowly move every time. So 143, 139, etc. 139, and it will then slowly, every time it will move a bit further to all the way to 375. So for this one, we'll take the formula, and we'll take the page variable, which is the current time. Again, you can see it's empty. I just want to show you that it works. So let me go here, put in the position. Where's the current time? I'm just going to put it to 1:20, at least then we can see something. Okay, save. And now you can see that it goes like this. Perfect. Okay. So how do we then move this further along? So let's go here. Let's put it on here, and instead of event tab, we're going to do something else. So when it's playing, so when the variable has changed to is playing has changed, then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the put an if condition, and so it could be false or true. So I need to check if it actually is playing. So this one page variable, so is playing. So this one, the top one is true and the one is false. So we only interested in the truth one. So we're just going to put in a delay of 250. So we delay for 250, and then we get the same thing we had. We're going to get the audio playback. We then take again the instance, as we always do. So that's the first thing we do. Then we are gonna set the current time variable first. So let's go here. We'll take the page variable. So and we'll take the current time, which is this one here, and we're gonna take it from the other node, and we're gonna take the current time. So if I went to true, so this is playing, I wait for 250 seconds, I then get the instance again, so I get the information from the track, and I'll get in a variable the number of where it's in the track. That's a second. So if the track is 20 seconds, this it says then after 4 seconds. That's what it does. Okay. Then I just gonna build in a so yeah, so just want to make sure I don't want to set the new progress time when I still playing the when the track has ended. So that's what I'm going to do first. So if it is, so data variables formula. So if, go to my page variable, if the current time is smaller or equal than the total duration, so page variables duration, then if that's the case, so if the current time is smaller than if that's true, then I would like to set my page variables. So duplicate. So we're gonna take a formula for this. It's a bit of an interesting one. So we are gonna set the picture width, and how are we gonna do it? We're gonna floor. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3. We're gonna get the page variable current time. We are gonna divide that to the page variable of the duration. So we get a percentage in that. We can then see the max, multiply that by the maximum position. So the maximum, what the maximum is, so the maximum we have, that's the is the maximum position. Yeah. Then I divide that by 14. And 14 is like the pixels between one of the little bars. That's why I do this. It's exactly 14. And then afterwards I multiply that again by 14. And that will get me a number. So let's save that one. And I'll show exactly what's happening when we do this. So after we've done that, we go all the way back here to check. So I need to move this one a bit around because I can't make it. So, and then go out and we end up going in there again. So again, if nothing playing, we go this way, and then it's like a little loop we're doing. So, and then we wait, and we go again, and we go again, we see that then until it's changed to true or not playing anymore. If it's false, then it stops playing, and we're just out of it. So I just want to quickly check this one. If I done it correctly, play current time, which is correct. So let's press save this. And let's see if this works. Let's do, I'm sure I can see that we probably missed one there. You see the set maximum, we haven't done this one. And now is the thing, let me just do, gives a bit more space. So we do that one. That's perfect. And then there's one more. We need to set the current time, or yeah, the current time to start off with a static value, and we start with 0, and then we save. Okay. So let's press this down so we can see. So let's look at our app. I press the button. And now you see slowly CD. And that's it. So I briefly touched how you can create your own podcast item. I've tried to show you how I have how you can do a play, how you can use the audio function, how you can do the flow. I also saw you a little bit of navigation, of a little bit of a progress bar with some variables in there. If you like this tutorial, if you want to see more of these tutorials, just let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, please click the like button. If you want to see videos directly when they come out, it's really good for my channel also. Just click that notification button, and every time you will get a video directly when it's available. The only thing I can say is thank you for watching, stay curious, and see you in the next video.